Hey up. How is everybody? Thought I'd do a live phone-in. I say phone-in. I've been corrected. It's not a phone-in because there's no number to phone, but it is 2022. So, just get with the times, I guess. Hey, mate, you all right?
Yeah, mate.
Not bad. I thought I'd do an impromptu phone-in. There's only 9 people watching at the minute, and we've got our first guest backstage, who is no stranger to social media and vlogging and stuff. Thanks for coming on. I thought if I did it that impromptu, I just thought you'd be in a pub agreeing with somebody somewhere. That's what I thought you'd be doing.
Well, no. I'll join you brief. I'll just drop in because I've got stuff on, and you'll find out when we start why I'm only dropping in for a minute or two.
Right.
Be nice
Well, I could see by your eyes why you're only dropping in for a minute or two. So. Anyway, I thought I'd do it just because I'm right. Honestly, I'm sat there. My wife's out all day at a dance competition with my son. I'm playing Football Manager. I'm just getting really agitated. I thought other people must be like all the cool kids are probably out on a Saturday night, aren't they? I'm 41. I'm at home in my bar thinking, I just need someone to talk to. I mean, and I said to my daughter a minute ago, I said, "Do you want to watch a film or something?" And she looked at me and she went, "Nah." It's like, okay then.
Yeah. What film do you want to watch, Dad? Nuneaton 2019.
So there we go. If you do want to join us, I mean, I'm going to be on. I'll probably go on to let's say 7:30 max. Don't know how long Nick's going to last. But
I've just come to wish you the best of luck in your new venture, mate. That's all. I can't think of anything worse than talking about County versus Wrexham right now.
Not just going to be about that. We'll talk about other stuff as well, about the season and things. You know, I could talk to anybody, me, unlike you. You doesn't get on with anybody.
I get on with people. People get on with me. I don't know if I get on with people. I think there's a difference in there.
Yeah, true.
How you feeling? Are you really properly bricking it?
Yeah, well, I'm not really properly bricking it. I'm just a bit nervous and a bit restless, should we say? Restless. Yeah. Like I messaged you before, it's a bit like I'm on the come down, and I need other people who are on the come down to talk to comfort me. By the way, it's Brighton 4, Man United 0, which is really making me happy. But I bet you're really upset about that, aren't you?
Well, that's why I'm not sticking around long. I just can't handle the constant ribbing, you know.
Oh, what about United? You mean?
Yeah, I just knew you'd be at it constantly with the United stuff, and I just couldn't be asked, mate.
You don't look up for it.
This is why you drag me onto these things on a Saturday night.
I did not drag you anywhere. I mean, I just merely put the message out. So, anybody else, if you do want to join us, come and have your say. We'll be on till 7:30. If people join. If they're not, I'm not going to sit here and talk till 7:30 by myself because Nick's going to go at some point, I guess. Anyway, do Twitter DM me, and I'll keep those. Keep looking at those, and or email me at contact@scarfbagarawa.co.uk. I'll get as many people on as we can and get chatting. So we'll get our first guest out, who is you may know him as Sid Freeman, but I don't think that's his real name. I think that's his stage name. So we can ask him all about that.
Like your real name's Clive Sutcliffe, isn't it? Ross Johnson.
No, but do you remember when I started this? It was Noel Keeper. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I'm glad we ditched that, to be honest.
Okay, right. Let's get Sid out. Hey, mate, you okay?
All right. Hello. Yeah, and Sid Freeman is my real name.
Really? Is it? Do you know why I didn't think it was?
That's so hard to believe.
No. Do you know why I didn't think it was? Because I'm sure I saw somewhere that you had a different name next to Sid Freeman. Or is that your stage name? I don't know.
No, I don't have a stage name. I know my channel used to be called something different when I first started off. And I think after a couple of changed it to my normal name.
Right. That'll be it then. That's probably what I've seen. Right. Got you. Right. So are you going tomorrow? First question.
No, I've spent like the last 3 hours on the supporters group on Facebook looking for tickets, but no luck so far.
Gutted. I mean, I've seen your tweets and stuff, and obviously I've been keeping an eye on your vlogs as well that have been going through to the fan about. So they're decent. Keep up the good work on those. How you find that? What brought you to start those? How did you even think of starting those?
I don't know. I just saw like it was like they were getting quite popular. I was just seeing like people from other teams doing them, and no one did them for us. So I just decided one day to start doing them, and then I think they got like 1,000 views or something. So I just did it for next game, and then so on.
Nice. And do you enjoy doing it? How long does it take you to actually edit them? Is it pretty long?
Most of it's like pre-edited, like a pre-record like the intro beforehand, and then like when I get home, it's about maybe half an hour. But it actually takes longer to like download all the clips and then upload them.
Oh, I think we're getting some break up there. Oh.
I'm sorry, it's like a bit laggy.
Is it? So what do you think? How are you feeling about tomorrow then?
Quite nervous, but to be honest, I still think we'll win the league regardless of the result tomorrow. It's just a matter of when, not if. I think we're going to win the league, but it'll be nice to win it tomorrow. But I'm quite nervous, but I'm not like that nervous. Like I know a lot of people are a lot more nervous about tomorrow.
Like me, I'm really nervous about tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you think? How long have you been supporting County? Because I'm really nervous about tomorrow because we've spent the last 11 years out of the Football League, and it means so much to get back up after all the shit.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen us in the Football League. The first time I came was in 2014, and I came to and I just started going to most games. Not most games, but maybe about half the home games for a few years. And I started going properly in about 4 years ago. I started going to every home game and got a season ticket. So it's a good 3 or 4 years I've been going to every home game and like the away game and I'm aiming in maybe a couple of seasons to start going to all the away games as well. But it's been I've been supporting them for about 7 or 8 years.
What is that? Is that literally while you was at school then? Because you look pretty young, if you don't mind me saying.
Sorry.
Oh, he's frozen. I think you need to upgrade your broadband. Where are you? Are you on Bridge Hall or something? I can say that because I used to live there. So you love it, don't you, Nick? You love it. Right, I'm gonna Sid, if you can hear me, I'm gonna drop you because you're lagging and it's cutting out. So cheers for coming on, bud. I'm sure we'll catch up at some point. Cheers, mate.
Any of that last minute or so. Yeah,
no
thank
worries.
you.
I'll see you in the Cheadle end at some point.
Oh.
That's going well so far, isn't it?
I'm going, mate. I'm hating every second of this. I'm enjoying the people. It's just, I just can't handle any more speculation.
Any speculation.
I'm just trying to blank it out for the evening.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go and do that, and I'm gonna watch you. Maybe I'll throw in some nasty comments on the thing.
You do what you like, mate. You go and have another spliff and a few more beers. And...
I'll see you Tuesday, and I'll also see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you Wednesday. I'll see you Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know where Tuesday's come from, but yeah, okay.
I can see you Tuesday if you want as well.
Right.
No problem.
Right, I'm gonna get Jack in. See you later, mate.
Oh bloody hell!
Hey up.
Hello.
Did you enjoy it in the green? Did you enjoy it in the green room? Was there plenty of champagne and like vol-au-vents and stuff?
Yeah, there's got pork scratchings, ploughman's lunch, you name it. A few beers in the fridge.
So what is that?
Just watching the small club get beat.
Is that a little bar you've got in the back garden then?
Yeah, it's the Dog and Bastard. It's me dad's bar.
Oh right.
Say hello. Yeah, it's all right.
Hello, Mr. Isherwood. Good.
Yeah.
So how you feeling about tomorrow?
I'm nervous, but I think we'll win. He's not nervous.
Based on what? Come on, tell us a bit more. You can't just say that.
Well, I think we're just a better footballing side than they are. I think. Like when we were playing them in the FA Trophy, they were. It looked like they were sat back a bit, weren't they? You know what I mean? Like just trying to defend it, and they did. It worked well for them. They nicked it in the last minute. But tomorrow they've got no choice. They've got to come out. They've got to try and play football against us, and they're not a better team than us. They're where we were last season.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
They probably will. I can't see them going up, to be honest with you. I mean, I know they've spent the money and stuff, but someone's going to pip them. I hope Halifax do it if they were in the playoffs. But no, I do think we'll win tomorrow, as long as we don't lose, more importantly.
Yeah. Yeah, but, that is worrying me. If we lose 2-0, they go top of the league, don't they? And I know we've got 2 games left. Let me bring out Joel from Bandwagon. Hang on a minute. Let me just get the name of this right. I should know this really, shouldn't I, by now? But Bandwagon fanzine, which is the Solihull Moors fanzine. So let me get Joel out, because obviously they're having a say in this already, and I've done all season. So,
hello,
hi, Joel. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Joel,
good to have you on. Cheers for coming on. Well, this is the first time we've spoken, actually, isn't it? We sort of didn't have each other on our own. You certainly haven't come on our show before. Just listen. Did you? I think you heard Jack then about Wrexham and us. We're going to get over the line, and Wrexham. Jack thinks that Wrexham aren't going to do it. What's your take been on us and Wrexham this season, and who do you think's the stronger out of the two?
I'm amazed, to be honest, that it's got to the stage now where it's this close at the end of the season. Because it looked like you were way over the line, with a good 10 games to go. Of the two sides we've played, I reckon Stockport probably the better side. Like, the difference between the two at the moment is the fact that you managed to beat us over Easter and they didn't. But I wouldn't want to call it either way tomorrow. Obviously, from our perspective, we'd be looking at probably better for us to see, unfortunately, to see Stockport lose, but then to see Stockport go on and win the final 2 games and take the title, both in terms of our playoff hopes, in terms of who would you rather play, but then also because Halifax play you on the last game of the season. It'd be much better if you're going into that with something to play for.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's what I'm thinking as well. Yeah, I suppose from a purely Solihull perspective. I mean, from our perspective, I just want us to get it done as soon as possible. Is that the same as you, Jack?
Yeah. And I mean, I know there's a lot of people there who haven't got tickets and said, "Oh, let's take a draw and play Torquay," but we haven't got a good record against Torquay. And I just, oh God, am I gone? Am I still here? Sorry, I'm on my phone. It's something just popped up. Yeah, I don't.
This is the pitfalls of having a live phone in when people don't have the right equipment. I think he's completely gone now.
Am I here?
Yeah,
yeah, you are now.
Am I here?
Have you got Wi-Fi in the dog and bastard?
Sorry. I have, yeah, but I'm on my phone. Someone texted me and I tried to clear it, and it didn't work.
You're back in the room.
Yeah, where was I? Yeah. Where was I? Yeah, I'd rather get it done tomorrow. I mean, having a ticket to the game helped, but I also don't think we've got the best record against Torquay. So yeah, let's get it done. As long as we don't lose.
Well, I think, in fairness, Torquay, they haven't got anything left to play for, have they? So
they didn't today, but they battered Chesterfield, didn't they? Although it's Chesterfield.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there at Chesterfield, to be honest. It seems to have completely dropped off, don't they? Off the cliff.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that you guys beat Dagenham today, actually, because that could have put them in a good position next Saturday.
I haven't looked at the goal difference, but they're still only 3 points behind, I think.
No, they've got better goal. They've got better goal difference. I don't know who Chesterfield played this week, but Woking. Yes, they'll probably get beat off them, won't they?
No, but Dagenham are playing Wrexham, aren't they? So you'd expect Dagenham because they've got something to play for, and it's at home. Yeah. And that's why I'm putting my putting my eggs into that basket. But I want us to get it done tomorrow. I've got this comfort that we've got Torquay on Wednesday, and then Dagenham have to go to Wrexham on next Sunday as well. That's not easy.
No, Wrexham have to go Dagenham, don't they? Aren't Dagenham away?
That's what I just said, isn't it? Yeah, Wrexham, yeah. Wrexham have to go to Dagenham.
Oh, the small club have just scored.
Yeah, 4-1. Yeah. Do you get this? Do you get this down in Solihull, Joel? Other people concentrated on like the big clubs in Birmingham. I
think it's probably fair to say that the majority of Solihull Moors fans are also, they'll also be following Birmingham City, Aston Villa, mostly those two, to be honest. But it's it's often the case that if one is playing at home, then you won't see that group of people necessarily if we're playing at home on the same day and vice versa.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. There's a bit of that goes on at our place, but not as much. There are a lot of County fans who just support County, which is really pleasing. So your season then, obviously we're here to talk about Stockport against Wrexham tomorrow, but your season, I don't know if you agree with this, but lots of other teams that we've spoken to almost say that yourselves and Boreham Wood are kind of like proper National League teams and proper National League players that are almost anti-football, just dig in and play, almost like do the dark arts to get a 1-0 win. Would you go along with that?
I would go along with the dark arts. Yeah, we're top level at that, but definitely not to dig in and get a 1-0 win. I think you only have to look at our goals scored column this season to show that we're a good attacking footballing side as well. If we need to dig in and win by a single goal, you will have seen this very, very recently, that Easter Monday.
Yeah.
I think it's probably fair to say we were trying to play to then nick a 1-0 there. And we're bringing out every trick in the book. So if necessary, we'd do that. But
I like that tactic that you had of bringing that giant on at the end of the game.
He's not even that. He's not a physical player. He's just awkward to play against. He's one of them like I guess a Peter Crouch, where he's huge, but he's much better with his feet than he is in the air. But yeah, I don't think we'd be sitting where we are in the league if we were just that sort of grind out and hope sort of team.
Yeah, fair dues. I've seen it mentioned a lot. I said it after our game when we just managed to beat you. That I thought that you played it really well. It's the dark arts, but it's like that's what you've got in it. That's how you play with the tools in the box, don't you? How's Lois Maynard been received? Has he played well for you? I believe he has, but what's it like from a Solihull perspective?
He's been absolutely fantastic. I don't think expectations were really that high. And he's been playing as a centre back as well, which is not really. I don't think that's his. He can play there. I don't think it's his most natural position. But he's been solid. He's been, I haven't really got a bad word to say about him. I don't think he's the sort of player that we want to sign permanently. But as somebody to come in for the season, do a job. Especially we've had a lot of defensive injuries this season. And problems in certainly at centre back. Both Alex Gudger and Callum Howe have been out for long periods of the season. Historically, they've been sort of a very, very good centre-half partnership. But even when both of them have been back fit towards the end of the season, Maynard has been getting into the team ahead of one or the other of them for a lot of games. So, I think that goes to show how much of an impact he's made.
Do you think he was a big miss for you when we played home and away? Because I know he's obviously not eligible for those, and they both ended in a 1-0 win, didn't they? Both pretty late on as well.
Yeah, I don't know. We can't really say because we he was never going to be available for those games. You have to plan around that. Certainly, he's been defensively solid, and we don't tend to give up late goals. So maybe there is something in that.
Yeah, good stuff, Jack. How did you? I know we spoke at the live event, didn't we? Or rather, you spoke a lot at the live event that we had.
I had a few days.
I know. Well, that's kind of no excuse, Jack. It's no excuse. What have you made of our season since then? You know, since that live event, because that was in January. I think we had that. I think it was January.
Was it?
I think so.
Well, I don't know. We've just been on that weird roll, hasn't it? And it had to come to an end at some point. Unfortunately, it did against Grimsby, and I think it came at a bit of the wrong time fan-wise. But I don't know. I think we may have got over this. Losing Rydell and South Wales. I think we've found a solution to them two now. Obviously, Sarcevic is back. And hopefully that little blip that we've just had's over. But no, since then it's been unreal, hasn't it? Winning every week.
I mean, since
been great.
that Sarcevic sending off, I didn't realise how much we relied on him. Really, I said not relied on him, but I didn't realise how much of a key player he was. I mean, obviously he was a good player, but he sort of goes about his business really quietly on the pitch when he's on the pitch, doesn't he? As soon as he went off against Grimsby, and then the two matches or the three matches after that, I know one of them was Solihull, but we struggled, didn't we, in the other two?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think as a squad, our best form of defence is attacking. I don't think sitting back for us I don't think we're a defensive team. So obviously, like when we lost South Wales and stuff as well, as good as Minion is, he's not as good going forward as South Wales is. He's more defensive, but like Newbie last week going forward down that right side, unreal, wasn't he?
Yeah,
attacking.
I was surprised. I know in this little bad run we've had, we lost to Grimsby, beat Solihull obviously we ground it out against Solihull, I would say. Then we lost to Yeovil, and then we who did we play after Yeovil? Was that Chesterfield?
Boreham Wood, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, we got beat by Boreham Wood as well. What I noticed, right, was in those games when we are attacking, other teams don't tend to close the doors, close the gaps as fast as other teams do. So where I'm going with this is when we actually came to play Chesterfield, ignore the losses and talk about the Solihull and Chesterfield match. When we came to play Chesterfield, I was surprised at how many gaps there were when we were going forward to when we played Solihull. Because Solihull, honestly, every corridor, they just close it down so quickly. You're so good at that as a Solihull team. Other teams do not do that. No other team does that so well that I've seen this season.
The closing down of us, you mean, or us closing them down?
No, them closing corridors. Not so much closing us down, but closing sort of corridors of play.
Well, yeah, last week against Chesterfield, I think one of their only chances was when Johnson passed it back to Inchcliffe, was it? And it was the same for the Wrexham game. Their only chances really came from our own mistakes. So with makers of our own downfall, and if we do lose tomorrow, I don't think it'll be because Wrexham have beaten us off the park. It'll be because of something stupid we've done. I mean, which game did Will Collar get sent off against?
Yeovil.
I know he's back for Torquay, but whatever, him getting sent off against Yeovil doesn't help. Sarcevic, makers of our own downfall in the last few games.
I think in those big games, it's those fine margins that really make the difference. Like looking at getting that very, it was a fortunate in the end late goal that you scored to beat us.
Just the Beaver.
Then having the bad luck to give up similar goals against other teams, players doing silly things, getting sent off. When you are playing good teams, that it'll be those little things that make the difference, especially like in a situation as Russ was saying, where you're playing a team that really isn't giving too much away. Those little sort of 50-50 moments that can go either way. At this stage of the season, that's you can either have the luck on your side on the day or not, and that's what can make the difference.
Yeah. Got a comment here from Tom, county fan living in Solihull. Hope they come up like my local game. So yeah, there you go. I think there's a lot of county fans that probably think they would like. Well, I've seen it on Twitter. I say a lot. I've seen it on Twitter, so it's kind of a vacuum. But that they've said that they want either Solihull or Halifax to come up just to piss off all of the ex EFL teams. That'd be pretty nice, wouldn't it?
It would be pretty nice. But I think it's nice to be that team that's like the anyone but Wrexham or Chesterfield candidate.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't think when we play against teams, I think we're the most likable opposition to come up against. But then if you can be likable in the sense of not being, some Billy Big Bollocks team, then at least that's something.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's get Dave Schofield out.
Oh no, not Dave.
One of the founding members of the county podcast. I say a founding member. It's more like he created the Out County podcast Twitter account, which we now have. So, hi Dave.
Excuse me, I think you mean the founding member.
Okay, where's your picture? Have you not got a smartphone? Are you on an analog phone?
Hang about the mirror. Let me just see. No, I don't know why it's that. I'm sure at some point it'll sort out. Let's have a look.
While he's oh. So just for context, then Dave, as he said, he created the @County podcast Twitter handle, so we nicked it off him. So thanks for that.
But Dave, in 2006, by the way.
In 2006, Jesus,
was Twitter going then?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Were podcasts a thing then?
But Dave joined us. God, it's years ago now, isn't it? With Phil Brennan to chart the Dark Days series, and that's charting our in detail our history from 2005 to 2015. So there's a Dark Days series on our YouTube channel about that.
Which one of those dark days was 11 years ago today?
It was, and we spoke about that in depth. Yeah, 11 years ago today, we were relegated from League Two.
And those people who sat in the centre circle were heroes, one and all. They were putting their access to their football club, who they loved, at jeopardy, and they just had enough. And it was a very brave thing to do. I'm not advocating pitch invasions and all the rest of it, but sometimes things have just gone so badly wrong that you've just got to say, I'm not putting up with this. And none of us should put up with this. It's that kind of, if you tolerate this, your children will be next kind of thing. And, every one of those people who were on that pitch, I tip my hat to them, I really do.
Yeah, same as what Oldham are going through at the minute. And you don't need former Crystal Palace owners saying that they deserve a ban for it.
Simon Jordan is at the end of the day, he fucked up owning a football club, didn't he? He bought a football club, put all his money into it because he was a smart ass, thought he knew what he was doing. Turned out he knew fuck all about fuck all, spent all his money, did it all then and messed it up. And he's now got the nerve and the gall to tell people what they should and shouldn't be doing. Just get your fucking hair cut, sort that stupid gravy stain out that you put on your skin every morning, and fuck off.
He's on the radio. He's just there to be like the Piers Morgan of Talk Sport, isn't he? He's there just to wind people up.
I was actually on the radio program with him once, and he didn't more or less say. He actually said, "What would you know about taking a club out of administration?" And I went, "Well, actually, Simon."
So, I feel like there's going to be loads of positivity from you, Dave, just because I've seen your tweets and stuff. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow? Talk to us.
So look, we're going to win because we are the best team. They're going to attack us, which, don't get me wrong, I think Wrexham, their forward line, they are absolutely magnificent. They are frightening, there's no doubt about it. I look forward to taking their best two players next season into the Football League with us. That'll be excellent. They are scary in terms of they will score goals, but they cannot defend to save their lives. And whilst they're attacking us, All season, and this included Rusk, to be fair. All season, we've had teams parking the bus, and Rusk had no idea how to deal with that. Challenger does. If you park the bus, we'll find a way eventually. But
haven't Wrexham got a few defenders out?
The defense is awful, even when they're all there. To be honest, they're just a very attack-minded team. When they attack us, which they're going to have to do, because clearly they have to beat us to really put us under pressure. A draw, all right, it's still game on, but it's not really. They have to attack us, and that means that they're going to create space for us to operate in, and we will exploit it because we are utterly magnificent.
Better footballing team.
We just are, and I know a lot of the Wrexham fans have been saying that we're arrogant. It's not about being arrogant. We did 5 episodes of the dark days because we realised just how fucking shit we were. Right, we were beyond shit. It was beyond laughable shit. It was diabolical. Where we are now, it's not about being arrogant. We just are magnificent. We are League One level. We really, truly are. And tomorrow we're going to show that. Well, it sounds like a load of young ladies have arrived. 18-year-old daughter, booze in the house. It's going to get wicked.
Nice. You're going to have one of your sexy parties.
I bet not 18-year-old, I said.
No, I kind of go along with all that.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
I kind of go along with all that because I've been sat here nervous every day, really, since between matches. But I needed this leveling out from someone like you, Dave, to tell us what the facts were.
Are you coming last orders with us tonight?
Let go.
I'm just going to mute him while he's doing that. No, I'm not interested whether he's going last orders. It's just to level it out because Jack, I don't know about you. Have you been? You seem pretty confident, but have you been nervous as well? Like a lot of people in between matches.
Yeah. Especially tonight. I mean, I honestly do think deep down we will win, but I am nervous as hell. Like I said before, I mean, I don't know whether to just stay up all night and get hammered and just head down to the train station or just go to sleep or something. But yeah, I'm nervous, mate. Nervous. I was saying to the missus this morning, I said, don't talk to me this weekend. I'll ring you up at 4:00 tomorrow, and if I'm in a good mood, then you're in for a good week.
Jesus. What is it? Is it like the 1200s in your house? Is that how it works?
Yeah. Exactly.
I love it. Let's see if Dave's back.
I think the plan of getting shit-faced is a great...
Sorry,
it's got to be done.
Yeah, it's got to be done. Dave, I muted you because you had loads of 18-year-olds in your house. So I'm going to unmute you now so you can join back in. Because we've not heard anything you said, by the way. There we go. You're back in, Dave. You okay?
Yeah, thank you for meeting me. That was a very good decision. Good producer decision. Well done.
Yeah.
My opinion is that whether you're nervous or whether you're like me and just an arrogant cunt, sorry, can't use that word, can I? Whether you're just very confident, just get pissed anyway tonight. Don't worry about it. Enjoy yourself. Try not to upset the rest of your family and the people who you live with. Have a few beers, and then tomorrow, just enjoy the day. It's going to be brilliant. Honestly, I'm going to enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Winning the league.
Yeah, precisely.
Winning the league tomorrow. Lanks was telling me in the armoury the other week, right? He said, everyone thinks we're going to go up at Chesterfield because we did it in 97. But when we won the league in 68 or 66, whatever it was at Wrexham. So he said, so that's the day. Let's see if he's right.
I mean, that's definitely. I mean, if it happens tomorrow, it's definitely a "was you there" moment, isn't it? The 1200.
Unfortunately, not enough is going to be there, are they?
No.
That's the worst thing about tomorrow. I'm sat with 2 people here. Only 2 of us have got tickets out of the 3.
Yeah.
Well, what was the allocation? Have they been really stingy again?
1200. But
yeah.
I don't think they're being stingy. I think they just haven't got the capacity because one of the cops closed in it. So
that's what they've been giving this season. Because I was surprised actually we managed to sell out what we've been given. So
really?
we had people who could have gone to Wrexham on Good Friday, but couldn't have any more tickets.
Really? What did you take to Wrexham then?
Oh, it was good. 800 and something.
Oh, right. Bloody hell. I'm surprised. I'm, pleasingly surprised.
I was pleasantly surprised as well.
Yeah.
But by the way, I think whoever gets Solihull in the playoffs are in deep trouble.
Same.
I can see Solihull getting to the final.
I can see him win. I can see them going up for sure. I do think that we saw Notts County at their absolute lowest ebb, their worst, and they sliced us open 3 or 4 times, didn't they, before we took control of that game. So they're my dark horses. I think Notts County could be the ones who eventually go through. But honestly, any team that draws Solihull in that playoff, they're in trouble. Solihull, they're horrible. But they're brilliantly horrible. Do you know what I mean?
Especially if they get that second or third spot, definitely.
Yeah, they're supremely well drilled.
I think second or third will make a huge difference. We're not bad on the road, but we do have to rely a lot more on sort of grinding out in the dark arts. Whereas at home,
well, to be honest, if and when we beat Wrexham tomorrow, Wrexham's second or third place becomes in jeopardy.
It does, yeah. We could still, in theory, finish second.
Yeah. Especially if we feel sorry for Halifax. All I'm saying.
Well, that's it. If it's done and dusted for us, Halifax will just be a celebration, won't it? No one will be asked about the Halifax.
I won't care about Torquay. I won't care about Halifax. I'm not bothered. I'll be booking the Monday off work. I booked Monday off work this week just in case. I said to my boss, I said, "There's no chance. No chance am I going to be in. I'll be in Chester after the game."
I'm very impressed with your forward planning. That's very good.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realise Halifax was on a Sunday though, so I'm going to have to book next Monday off as well.
I'll probably just nurse it through. I work from home anyway, so just have the camera off and nurse it through.
Oh well, you can. Keep going.
Just plough on through.
Crack a Guinness open for breakfast. Good for you.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass here, Joel, but I'd say Solihull are probably one of, if not the best team we've seen at Edgeley Park this season.
Yeah, definitely.
Bar us.
Oh, but carry on blowing that smoke. It feels good, honestly. No, we feel really confident as well. We think we're gonna. I can see us getting to the playoff final. I don't know about winning it, but anything can happen on the day. If you do get there, it's all about getting there, isn't it?
Did you not have a player sent off today, though? Was it Jay Osborne sent off?
Jamie Osborne, yeah. To be honest, in those sort of games where it's like a playoff semi-final or a playoff final, if he does end up missing the playoffs because he's got a 3-game ban, it might end up helping us in a sense because he's a fantastic player. But can you imagine if he gets wound up in a playoff final and gets sent off early or something like that? We might well be a better sort of knockout team without as good as he is, without somebody who the opposition can get at like that.
That's one way. But isn't he the guy that comes deep and picks the ball up? He's number 10, isn't he? Is he not your number 10?
Yeah. I think Ben, our the guy who commentates on all our games, he describes him as playing like a quarterback.
Yeah. So that's going to be a big miss. I mean, you can't replace that, can you? Unless you'd have to change your system, would you not?
But he's not always a guaranteed starter, is the thing. He's another one who has frequent injury problems. He's not always fully fit. He likes to get himself suspended as well. So I'm not too worried about Luke. I'd be more worried because we also lost Ryan Boot, the goalkeeper, for the end of the season, and he's been, for me, one of the players of the season every season since we've had him.
I think he's the best goalkeeper in the division.
Absolutely. But we didn't miss him today. Luckily, we've been able to get in Eastleigh's goalkeeper on loan for the playoffs, and for the last couple of games of the season, and he did all right today. I mean, I wasn't able to go today, which is why I'm available to you now, because normally I'll be boozing by now.
Right.
And there'll be a lot to celebrate today. But but yeah. So apparently he played from what I heard on the radio, he played very, very well. And so I'd be more worried really about losing someone like Andrew Dallas, like Joe Sabara, than really Osborne. One that I would have been worried about is Ryan Boot, but it seems like we've managed to bring in adequate cover. So yeah, we have every reason to be confident, I think.
Yeah.
But I think also to go back to what Dave said about Stockport being League One quality. I think that's true. I think County are one of probably the most complete team in the division, which is why you are where you are. I think I agree that Wrexham, defensively, not so hot. I mean, you don't concede that many goals to Dover if you're a good defensive side, but they can score the way out of it. But I think the top end of this division, especially this season, is probably as competitive it's ever been.
Yeah.
Any one of these teams, you could probably drop them into League One next season, and any one of the teams in probably the top 7, 8, 9, they'd have a decent chance of fighting for their survival in League One next season.
I know these are cup games, and you can sometimes take too much really from that. But we played 2 games against Bolton, who are kind of mid-table League One team, and we were miles better than them. And then we played Rotherham, and Rotherham were on like the kind of run that we were on. They played, I think, they were 19 unbeaten. Yeah, they've been promoted, deservedly so. They're a superb team. And, you know, their manager said we gave them the hardest game they'd had up until that point. You know, we genuinely, we are that good. And it's all right, it's down to money at the end of the day. We've spent a huge amount of money recruiting this squad. But you have to say that the players that we brought in and the way that they've been managed on the whole has been superb. And we are that good. And it's not arrogance. It's just, we see them week in, week out. We know that the team that we're looking at, the squad that we're looking at now, is probably the best we've had for 15, 20 years. No, not ever. I think Chris Marsden, Tom Bennett,
sorry.
all that lot.
Yeah. No.
It's the best since then.
Yeah, what I meant was depth. I was going for squad.
Squad for sure. Yeah. You know, every time we lose a player, we just, you know, if somebody gets injured or if somebody's having a poor game, we just bring somebody on who's equally as good. The standard just doesn't drop. We've got a couple of players who are special, I think. Sarcevic is special in terms of the way he knits it all together. Yeah. It's not just about what he does; it's about the influence he has on the team and the players around him. And Crowsdale, for me, he's our player of the season. He just never ever puts a foot wrong. He's a tremendous player. But for the rest of them, you just think, well, if he's not playing, he can play there. And if he's not playing, he can play there. And if he's not playing, he can play there. And it's not a problem. It's just not a problem. We've got such a phenomenal squad.
We say in our household, there's probably 2 or 3 players in that squad at the minute that you can see going for a couple million to somewhere in a few years easily. Rydell, Collar, possibly. Yeah. There's a couple in there.
I think Rydell with his physique, because he looks a real athlete, and his age and his ability, there's no doubt about it. He's going to play at a really decent high level. And Southam Hales, I think if he hadn't have been injured, we might have been in trouble with him this close season, because I can see him going to the Championship. He's got everything that's needed. Everything.
Yeah, and in a weird twist of fate, he's kind of he's probably going to stay with us for another season now, isn't he? Because he's not.
As a result,
yeah. It's weird. Dave, I just wanted to pick your brains actually just for a second. When we, so from my point of view, when we went down out of the EFL and we had dodgy owners and all that stuff, there was 3 things that I wanted to be sorted out. Three sort of tick in the boxes. One was have the club on a good footing, owned by somebody good, and we tick that box now with Mark Stott. Second one.
Just on that, Mark is a good man. I've not spoken to him for a long time, but I've known him for a very long time. We used to work together years ago, and we did business together when we both left the same place where we worked together. He is a good man. I have no issue with that at all. But the debt that we are carrying, I know he's promised to write it off. It really worries. It really worries me. I want to see that written off as soon as the season's over and we can get that done. I want to see that debt that we're carrying converted into equity. It does worry me. It does.
I thought has he not already done that?
He's done that, hasn't he? But he said that already, hasn't
he? Yeah.
No, when did he say it's been done?
I thought it was like about a month or so ago.
No. There's been announcements about it being done. There's been a few of them. There's been a lot of words, but it hasn't been done.
Okay. Well, park that for now. So getting county owned on a good footing. Okay, ticking the box. Notwithstanding what you just said. Securing the football ground. Securing the park.
Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
The amount of hours that was put in by people at the co-op and the trust and stuff to get that over the line is really good. And then the third one is getting back into the Football League. So would you agree that they're the three big sort of ticking the boxes that we need to get back to for me to feel like county is county again?
There's one more for me. I mean, yes, you're right. They are, without doubt, everything's going in the right direction. That is beautiful. It is. There's one more though, and that is we've taken on a superb training facility in City's old place at Carrington. It is absolutely the right sort of quality that we need for the club for where they want to take it. But I do feel that securing our own training centre, our own sort of heartbeat, if you like, within the borough of Stockport is for me that'll be the completion of our kind of resurrection.
Yeah. Have we ever had that?
No. Well, we must have had at some stage, but no. I remember him flipping training on Torkington Park and all kinds of places.
Yeah.
It always bugged. Manor Park was great over at on the way to Altrincham, but it always bugged me that it wasn't in Stockport.
Yeah.
So getting that kind of heartbeat of the club in the town, to me, that's vital, and I will feel that. I'll just feel it'd be beautiful. It'd be absolutely beautiful when that day happens.
Yeah. No, I agree. I guess where my thinking was, EFL Football League status, the ground status, and the ownership status were all things we've had in the past and we've lost. Whereas whereas the training ground in the borough is something we've never really had. So that's we'll say a bonus, but it's
an enhancement.
Really nice. Yeah, it's an enhancement. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Good stuff. That's my catchphrase, apparently. Good stuff. Right. Well, it's gone past 7:30. I was only going to do this till 7:30. So, unless anybody's got anything else they want to say about tomorrow's game, I can tell you what, predictions for tomorrow. Start with you, Joel. Stockport versus Wrexham versus Stockport. What do you think as an outsider?
What we're saying, boys?
With my Solihull head on, I'd like a narrow Wrexham win, but I can sit in a draw. I'd say 1-1.
Why Wrexham? Why Wrexham? It's not like you can't win the league anyway, can you?
No, but I want you to have something to play for on that final day against
Wrexham. Shouldn't even be in this league. They should be playing Port Talbot, the Welsh league.
I don't want Wrexham to go
be in the English league.
Don't worry about
and Cardiff and Swansea. Get rid of them as well.
Don't worry about Halifax. We'll give them 3.
You want us to go up? Right. Anyway, next order, Dave. You go on.
Right.
Go on, Dave.
Yeah. For me, I think that Wrexham will score. They might score a couple. So I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be Wrexham 2 and Stockport County 7. It'll be just as simple as that.
Jack, from you and whoever's in the Dog and Bastard.
5-0 County.
Mark saying 5-0. My dad says 3-0. I think Wrexham are going to come at us and they're going to open themselves up. We'll get a goal early. Momentum will carry us through. We'll be 3-0 at half time and it'll be done.
Wow.
That'll be it. 3-0. Because I can't take another 1-0 in the 90th minute. I have to go down and sit in the toilet for 5 minutes and not watch the game because I can't handle it. So, 3-0.
I'll take it. I'll take a 3-0 comfortable win. I'll take a 7-2 to be fair.
I couldn't get a ticket, so I'm going to go Edgeley tomorrow. And just based on that last comment there, I'm going to be selling Gaviscon tablets, chewable Gaviscon tablets, because it sounds like there's a lot of heartburn.
I need them. Sleeping tablets. I'll fall asleep in first half, wake up in the last 10 minutes. That'll do.
Gaviscon. That's not a bad idea. I thought I was having a heart attack, but it wasn't. It was just heartburn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like panicking and having a pint before the match. It's bad news, isn't it? It's bad news. That's Samson, friend of the show and Eurovision 2006 entrant for the UK.
Yep.
Defo will win.
We'll win. We're winning it this time tomorrow. We'll be champions.
Correct.
Telling you.
I hope. Do you know what? This is why I did this live phone in because
clip that, Wrexham fans, if you want.
Yeah.
But we will
get some positivity. Tomorrow. Yeah, get some
positivity. I'll have missed the last train from Chester to Stockport. Let's put it that way. I'll have to get an Uber home.
Make sure you tweet that so we can all have a bit of a laugh.
Can I just say, in all sincerity, to the Wrexham fans that are undoubtedly listening and watching this, because let's face it, they've got fuck all else to do. Enjoy the documentary. Enjoy the documentary.
Yep.
See you
I can't wait
Bye-bye.
to watch it.
Say that again, Dave. Say the end bit again. What do you say?
Yeah, enjoy the documentary, Wrexham fans.
Right.
Enjoy it. It's going to be fabulous. You give us a guard of honour when we're leaving the pitch. It'll be beautiful.
No. Don't be throwing 10p's at me head again like last time as well. I'm looking at you, Billy Bright. You know who you are.
Right. Cheers, gents. Cheers, Joel, for coming on. I really appreciate that.
Oh, no worries.
Cheers.
See you, boys.
Cheers, Jack.
See you
later. Bye now.
Bye.
Aye, thanks all.
There we go. Thanks for joining us. And a bit of an impromptu TSBW phone-in. I'm pretty sure Nick's still watching. So thanks to Nick as well for taking time out of your social schedule, I will say, to join us. And yeah, see you all down at Wrexham tomorrow. See you later. Bye.
This is the Scarf Bagara War, a Stockport County fan-created podcast, blog, YouTube live show and website. Find us at thescarfbagarawar.co.uk. For county fans, by county fans.